Hello! Today
We
are gonna
make
a
comparative analysis
of
How I Met Your Mother.
Faulty Towers and
Modern Family. Yo! Let's discuss the setting
yes.
about the three sitcoms that we have watched. In Faulty Towers, most of the episode that we watched is taking place in the hotel that they own. And this is also very important for the plot, because that is actually the whole point, that they have problems with owning this hotel.
Yes. In How I Met Your Mother, the story takes place at a bar, and the bar is the meeting point of a group of friends.
In Modern Family, the story takes place in these three different houses that also kind of matches the storyline of these three families.
Yes, and for all these three series, there is really few settings, and that is also a characteristic for sitcoms. We have some kind of stereotypical settings as a bar and the home and stuff like that.
Now let's move on.
Now I would like to compare the humor in the different series. In 40 Towers we laugh at the people acting really stupid and doing silly stuff. The characters as 40 and his wife are made to laugh at, and we're not really taking them that serious as a viewer. In 40 Towers the humor is far more silly, bizarre and exaggerated in a way than in the other series, Modern Family and How I Met Your Mother. We see this kind of humor a lot in theater, and the humor in 40 Towers is often what we will see in a play. In How I Met Your Mother and Modern Family, the humor is far more refined and realistic, I would say. We laugh at everyday problems and how the characters are handling these situations. We see how the characters are ending up in really awkward situations, but unlike 40 Towers, these situations are far more realistic. Goodbye.
Hi, I am going to talk about the dramaturgical observations, or some of them. They're all of the three series kind of caricatured, but I would say that Faulty Towers is more caricatured than the others. They also refer directly to the viewers by having the actors look straight into the camera, and also they have a new plot for each episode, which also is one of the main characteristics for sitcoms.
Let's talk about the characters in the three sitcoms that we watched. In Modern Family, they are all very stereotypical members of a modern family, like a young teenage girl who just wants a boyfriend or wants to party, or a dad who just wants to be cool. In How I Met Your Mother, Ted is a main character, and he gets out in a lot of situations that we all know from our lives ourselves, so we get a really strong bond to him, and actually we can like really feel his emotions. In Faulty Towers, they act like they are on a movie. You know, they don't really do stuff and react to things like we would do it in real life. So we don't really get this connection to the characters in the movie, unlike we do in How I Met Your Mother, where we actually get a really strong bond to them. The plots of the three sitcoms are very different. In Modern Family, there are a lot of plots which have like an equal level of importance, but in How I Met Your Mother, there is like one plot which is the main plot, like the one with Ted meeting Robin, and then there are small subplots like Lily and Marshall getting engaged. That would be like C and B plots, with Ted being A plot. But in Faulty Towers, it's a little different, because I think the plot is not it's not really important for the sitcom, because what actually is funny is like how they act in those scenes. It's not a very good story. I mean, it's kind of stupid. But so that I think that is how it differs from the other sitcoms.
I'm to talk about the reflections of society. In Modern Family, we meet this big, chaotic family, and that is what makes the series funny to watch. That shows us that families like gay couple family isn't quite accepted as normal yet in our society. In How I Met Your Mother, we meet this guy Ted, who is very desperate for finding love in his life, and that shows us that in our society we think that the things that can make a man happy is to find a woman to love for the rest of his life. In Fawlty Towers, we hear about a lot of taboos, and that is what makes that series funny. For example, the man Fawlty mentions the war, and he says definitely not to mention the war to Germans, and that shows us that we find it funny to laugh about things that makes us uncomfortable, as for example a war. Delightful. Now I will tell about the themes we see in the three different sitcoms. In Modern Family, we have themes as family and friendship and daily life struggling. And in How I Met Your Mother, we have, just as in Modern Family, themes as friendships, but the most important theme and the main theme, I would say, is love and finding love. In Fawlty Towers, we have themes as marriage, and also, like in Modern Family, daily life struggling. All three sitcoms has themes that are easy to relate to and easy to understand, and that is why I think many people like to watch sitcoms. Have a nice day.